Hola, hoy vamos a hablar de un nuevo tema. Es el imperfecto del subjuntivo. La conjugación. Para poder conjugar en el imperfecto del subjuntivo es necesario considerar la tercera persona del plural de los verbos en el pretérito. Recuerda que el pretérito lo usamos para poder hablar en el pasado. So we're going to do a quick review of the conjugation en el pretérito. That way we can have a good foundation when we work with the imperfect subjunctive. Tenemos como ejemplos los verbos anular, el verbo poner y el verbo resentir. Sabemos que el verbo tiene dos partes, la raíz y la terminación. Entonces, vamos a eliminar la terminación a "ere" y vamos a usar estas terminaciones para conjugar en el pretérito. Por ejemplo, yo anulé y ellos anularon. Esta es mi terminación. Aquí, anularon. Para los verbos "er" y los verbos "ir", tenemos el mismo grupo de terminaciones. So we have the same endings for both group of verbs, for ER and IR verbs. However, as we know, there are some verbs that are irregulars. Por ejemplo, el verbo poner, it's an stem changing verb and it's also an irregular form. So you will say yo puse. But what we need to focus on is the third person plural. Ellas pusieron. So notice that this is the same ending that I have right here on my chart. Pusieron, hieron. Y para el verbo resentir tenemos yo resentí y ellas resintieron. So we have the same group of endings for ER and IR verbs most of the time. Now, in the case of el imperfecto del subjuntivo, in the imperfect subjunctive, good news, for AR, ER, and IR verbs, we're going to use exactly the same set of endings. Yeah! Entonces, para el verbo anular, poner, and resentir, we will have estas terminaciones, raras, ra, ramos, rais, ran. Let's see how this works. Y puedes tomar apuntes. So, remember, we're going to use como base para la conjugación del imperfecto del subjuntivo la raíz de stem de la tercera persona plural del pretérito. That's why we were seeing that ellos and ellas form in our previous review. Vamos a tomar apuntes de esta sección. Conjugación de los verbos en el imperfecto del subjuntivo. So, I'm going to focus first just on the preterite form of el verbo anular, poner, and resentir. Ellas anularon, ellos pusieron, ellos resintieron. This is the third person plural, ellos, ellas form. But now I need to see how I'm going to change it with these endings right here. Raras, ra, ramos, rais, ran. So I'm going to keep this step. That's my first step. And then I need to eliminate these terminaciones right here. I need to eliminate them so I can replace them with raras, ra, ramos, rais, ran. And this is what I have then at the end. Now, I take again the third person plural, ellos, ellas, and I keep this stem, and this is how my past subjunctive conjugation is going to look. Now, I take this stem, anula, yo anula, and then I have ra. It's my new ending. Yo anulara, anula, and then I have ras. Tú anularas, usted, el, ella anula. That is my stem. So now I change it with this ending ra. Usted anulara. Notice that the nosotros form is the only one with the accent mark. Anuláramos, anularais, anularan. This is for the AR verbs. For the ER verbs, it's going to be the same. I need to consider my stem. This is why I was using this verb poner that has a special change in the stem. So you can see, you're going to keep this first part. Pusie, pusie, and then for the yo form, pusiera, pusieras, pusiera. Again, the nosotros form is the only one with the accent mark, and then we have pusiéramos, pusierais, y pusieran. Finally, with the IR verbs, you're going to do the same thing. Remember, you use the third person plural, ellos, ellas form in the preterite. And then you keep that stem, resintié, resintié, and then you use these endings to get your imperfect subjunctive or past subjunctive. Yo resintiera, tú resintieras, usted resintiera, nosotros resintiéramos, vosotros resintierais y ellos resintieran. Ahora es tu turno de practicar